Dude looks like a traffic cone. He could have just been in this and I probably been and then wouldn't have noticed. And then it was a red hoodie up, sunglasses, 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh, this guy's just like, hey, it's me, John Crist, just got back from the road.
Oh, Thanksgiving episode. Let me think. What are people doing right now? They're on the way?
So if you're listening, it's a Wednesday. If you're watching, it's Turkey Day.
No one's watching. They're going to have to catch it on the weekend.
Most likely.
If they're on the way to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We'll give you a pep talk.
Yeah. Hype them up.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's what you're going to do. You need to introduce yourself. Say, what are you, Israel or Hamas?
Right.
I think you start there.
For sure.
Then you go, is it going to be Trump, Biden?
Yep.
What side are you on?
Yep.
And then who's gotten their booster?
There you go.
I think that's what you start with.
That's the trifecta. That's your
Listen
triple
to
crown.
us.
Yeah.
They're on their way right now.
Yep.
Let's see. Where are we coming to? Abilene, Texas. Next weekend. Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to be out there. 4 sold out shows. San Antonio, Austin, Beaumont, Texas. I think all those are sold out.
Nice.
Baton Rouge also sold out. January, we coming to North Charleston, Columbia, Wilmington, Nashville. 2 shows, few tickets left. Greenville added 2nd show. Knoxville, Huntsville, Amarillo, Wichita Falls. I'm back. Lubbock, Munhall, Pennsylvania, Zanesville, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, and then March, April, May. We got a full lineup of shows.
Yeah.
So if you like the podcast, if you like, come out to see us on actually, Andrew and Alex are not on the road.
We're not.
Do people think that?
I don't know.
I don't think people think that.
I think when I came out to Louisville with you, people were surprised to see me. So I don't think they're assuming we're out there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We'll figure that out down the road. This week's episode brought to you by Henson Shaving, dude.
Yep.
I need to have it.
Yeah.
I got it on my counter. I haven't used it.
Yep.
Or I haven't used it this week. Henson Shaving, family-owned aerospace parts manufacturer, has made parts for the International Space Station and Mars rover. That is in competition with Elon Musk, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And now bringing that precision engineering to your shaving experience. I like these things. Do you?
My favorite.
Oh, yeah. I get them on my neck. I got them on my cheek, but I don't even need, I just use lotion.
Yeah.
My cheek, I didn't grow.
I use it on my neck mostly because I have sensitive skin. I usually
Same.
get razor burn. And so with this, I don't at all.
You pull that thing out, bro.
Pull that thing out.
They might haven't even let you on an airplane with that thing. That's how slick it looks.
Yeah, they definitely would not. You got to check that one. No, you got to check that.
Yeah.
No blades.
No blade. That thing's nice. Oh, not the sleeve of blades for sure.
Yeah.
Razor blades are like diving boards. That's what they say at Henson. The longer the board, the more wobble, baby. Wobble, baby. The more wobble, the more nicks, cuts, and scrapes. A bad shave isn't a blade problem. It's an extension problem.
True.
Precision, best in the game, clog-free design, best razor. That's what Henson wants to be. Not the best razor business. That means no plastic, no subscriptions, no proprietary blades, and no planned obsolescence. Say no to the subscriptions and yes to a razor that will last you a lifetime. Visit hensonshaving.com/netpositive to pick the razor for you and use the code NETPOSITIVE. You get 2 years worth of blades and free razor just by making sure you add them to the cart. Henson Shaving, HENSON. You know how to spell the word shaving unless you're uneducated.
Right.
hensonshaving.com/netpositive. Use the code NETPOSITIVE. Hit the link in the episode description. Hot episode.
The hottest, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Long time coming for Ern.
Long time. Well, I was on his pod.
Right.
And then, but I feel like we reference Ern a lot.
Yeah, we definitely do.
We talk to Ern a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good buddy of mine. We share jokes a lot with each other.
Yep.
And he was lucky enough to be off for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I said, dude, come through the pod. And look, if you're listening, you'll notice things are different. The setup is different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Different look.
Hey, listen, I'll say this. I'm not going to just announce when we're doing well, but there will be signs.
There will be signs.
There will be signs, dude. We got a couch.
Test the spirits.
I'm not going to announce.
There will be signs.
Oh, this is what I was going to say about Ernest.
Yes, there you go.
He likes to do Thanksgiving at someone else's house.
Yes.
Because he doesn't like people coming to his house because then he doesn't know when he can leave.
There's wisdom in that. I think that's smart.
It's a smart play.
Yeah.
I'm going to my aunt and uncle's. We're going to like a cabin or something like that
Nice.
with my girlfriend.
Okay.
for the first time.
First one with your
Mhm.
is her. She's with
Extended
your family.
Yeah, she's going to my family.
Okay.
Extended.
Got it.
So she's already going to have a lot of questions because she has eyelash extensions, and the Amish don't believe in that. So
Right.
it's already going to be a problem. So
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't believe in it. Like they don't know it exists. So when they see it, they're gonna be like, "What is this?"
Yeah. No, she doesn't have eyelash extensions.
They don't endorse it.
What? Yeah, no, I'm joking about that, obviously, but they're gonna be yeah. Just like when I go to her family, same type thing.
Yeah.
But you can bounce whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Good luck with the family Thanksgiving. We had Ernest in. We talked about a lot of things.
Yeah. How life has changed since you went on his show 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. He's taken off.
I
in
mean,
a huge
rocket
way.
ship.
Massive.
I know he has two. She has a single with Steve Aoki.
Yep. That's
that
out
came
now.
out last week.
Yep.
And then he has 2 shows at the Ryman.
Yep.
Country artist.
Yep.
Tours with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
And Hardy and Bailey Zimmerman.
Yeah. For those who don't follow like Nashville country music
Yeah.
in depth, Ern is the guy writing songs behind Hardy,
That's a good way to say
behind
that.
Morgan. Like
Yeah.
I think he had like 12 cuts on Morgan's last album.
Yeah.
Like he's behind all that stuff.
Yeah,
He's got
you know
the
who
pen.
Morgan Wallen is.
Yeah.
I guess that. Yeah, I try not to get too insider Nashville country music scene.
Yeah.
that we're into. We're pretty deep, but everybody knows. Yeah, that guy's on a rocket ship.
Yeah.
Ernest K. Smith is here, baby. Let's go. Dang, dude. Where'd you come from?
I'm adopted.
Oh, dang, dude.
I just did an Apple radio thing with Bailey Zimmerman. We were filling in for Kelly Bannon.
BZ.
And I came up with a tagline, and it's awesome. And it goes, "It's way too easy with Ern and Beezy in the morning, dude."
Oh yeah, I like that.
It's
Way too easy with Ern and BZ. Yeah, it's usually like tin cup and bootstrap or something. You know.
Yeah, Ern and Beezy in the morning.
I tune in. You know, but there always has to be. You know, what are those guys?
I wish it was a nighttime show and it was still in the morning. Was the tag though? Did you ever listen to Dawson McAllister live?
yeah.
Do you remember the Dawson McAllister?
dude?
Do you remember that?
Bro, everybody listening is gonna be like, "Oh,
Have
Dawson
nostalgia.
McAllister.
Dude, I remember laying in my bed.
What do you ask? What do we do? Answer questions?
Yeah, from like 14-year-olds. It's so weird. Like, I remember laying in bed
Y'all
and
don't
like
know who Dawson McAllister is.
listening to 107.5, the river, 107.5,
Here.
the river. And
It was like Dawson, but that was like the coolest thing.
hey
That was-
guys, you're listening to Dawson McAllister live, and I'm here to answer your problems. And
but it
it's
was
like,
kind of like scandalous.
Totally.
For
oh my God.
Yeah.
For a Church of Christ kid, listen, there's a
Oh,
15-year-old calling about, her uncle killed her dad, and she feels
He, like-
weird about it because the dad used to touch her, but now the dad's dead.
Yeah, and he was
it would
still,
just be 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night, and Dawson's like, "Yeah, when we get off the phone here, I'm gonna send you some therapy help." And I'm just like, "What am I listening to before I'm
Like-
sleeping, dude?"
I think-
And then here's Usher with "Let
Yeah.
It Burn." It's
Wait,
like, what?
Wait, I thought it wasn't Christian.
It was God. It wasn't Christian. No,
Okay,
it wasn't Christian.
Yeah, but it was like before like Love Line. Because I
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to listen to that.
Yeah, because this was like it was like teenage therapy. It wasn't all teenagers, but for the
Dawson
most
McAllister-
part,
it was for kids.
it was yeah.
It's not like
Dawson McAllister live. I couldn't tell you what he looked like, but he sounded cool. He sounded like everybody's youth minister.
Oh yeah. No, the worst thing that ever happened to radio guys was the internet.
Mm.
Because you're like, that's what Charlie looks like. You know, like
Yeah,
that. You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh god.
Yeah,
You're like,
no.
that's what Charlie and Mickey in the morning look like. I thought he was black, or like,
Yeah,
or just like,
I
what?
thought he was black.
Or like I thought he was white.
No,
or
that's
I thought he
so
was-
funny.
You have it is in your idea. Remember that lady, Alex Connie Kendall?
Yeah.
We used to listen to the show Adventures in Odyssey, and the voice, it was like an audio homeschool like audio show, and the woman, I was like, I had this biggest crush on this girl named Connie on this show, and then she like called in, and I was like, oh, that's the you're the oh dang, or
You
like
were listening to it like having a problem. Like,
Yeah.
it was playing, and you were like, "Oh my god, I don't really even know what to do right now." She's
Yeah.
a real person.
She
Dawson
called in
McAllister.
here.
Yeah, we should.
She sent in a video,
She
yeah.
sent in a video to the. She's like,
We should
"What's
call
up?
Dawson
I'm
McAllister.
Yeah, it's not called Dawson. It's
We
like,
should come up with the
Yo.
most ridiculous scenario
he didn't
and
solve
see
my
if
problems, and now I'm
he
in my
didn't solve
30s.
any problems either. He would let kids vent about their parents' marriage on the radio, and then privately send them like an hour of therapy over an email.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Hey,
Who knows?
appreciate you opening up for us tonight. We're going to get off here and I'm going to send you some therapy. It's like,
I'm going to get off the radio and then we're going to chat.
we're going to keep talking. We're going to go off live here. And if I can get you to stay on the phone,
nobody ever questioned it.
Nobody ever questioned, where's Dawson McAllister live now?
I had a joke in my show. I go, dude, we always thought like the youth pastor. I go, our parents, all the sexual education was from the youth pastor. We thought this guy had like a degree or like some training or at least a background check.
To this day, he's had less sex than everybody in the youth group. Without a doubt, dude. He's given sexual education based off of fantasy alone. He's like, I'm assuming this is how this is going to go.
I go, our youth pastor.
Yeah.
I go, the joke in the show goes, and this guy had the confidence to ask us for a permission slip. I was like, bro, you need a permission slip.
The parents need to sign it. You're the one that needs a permission slip, dude. And you're not going to get it.
You need a, like,
that's
the idea,
hilarious.
Like the idea, coming in, like the youth pastor, they're just like, these kids can't be in the main service because they're kids.
Right.
And it's 2 hours. So we got to send them somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was a glorified babysitter.
Yes.
Back in when we were youth.
Yes.
There was this guy he graduated 2 years ago.
If that. Senior in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's just out of college.
Yeah.
And there's like,
it's the interns. To remember the youth minister, and then you had the interns.
Yeah.
There's like, okay, but they're banging each other.
yeah.
Like,
and then we
saw them hooking up at Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. But they were like, well, what are they allowed? Like, I don't know. If I was like 21, like a youth intern, like what are the rules? There was none.
I remember it was a deal when our interns was a guy and a girl, though, for sure. Because it's like,
One guy and one girl.
Is she gonna pray in youth group, or?
And they're just like going out to like run errands and like doing stuff, like
driving us to have the pizza parties at different houses after Wednesday night church.
Dude, I remember this girl, Jessica. It was one youth van. We're going to camp or whatever. She was in this youth van, and she was in the back, and she was kind of like she went to public school. So
say less.
Yeah. You got it? Got it? Okay,
got it.
We were like, and then she took off her bra and put it out the back window of the van.
Oh no.
And we saw it, and we were just
losing.
Oh, dude. We were undone. Yeah. But what gets me now that I look back on it, I remember being but somebody was driving the van I was in.
Yeah.
Like a leader.
Yeah.
What was he doing?
What's he doing?
He's like, yeah.
He's like,
he's
listening to Dawson McAllister live.
It's like, what do I do?
What do I do in this scenario?
Well, the Love Line with Adam Carolla was like the graphic version of that. Not graphic, but like that was on.
I never heard that.
Yeah, radio. It was Dr. Drew.
Okay.
And Adam Carolla, and then they would always, you would read the and then you'll go, this is a fake story, get out of here, because there's something just.
I can't believe how many guests you've had on here before me.
Yeah, dude, my bad, bro. Yeah, well,
we're saving the best for now.
Saving the best for maybe a quarter of the way.
Yeah. Well, how did it happen when I came on yours? When was that?
That was 2 years ago, almost to the day.
Was it?
I was
really
looking it up yesterday, November 8th, 2021.
Crazy.
Gosh, dude.
Yeah,
that was good. I mean, my podcasting days, I wouldn't have ever even started a podcast if it wasn't for COVID, because there was just nothing else to do.
That's what everybody. Yeah,
and then it's like it started picking up, but about the time it started picking up, so did like touring and writing songs, and
so did your bank account. And
which,
then you're like,
you're like, so my want and need for a podcast like started dwindling. But
like, I don't know, dude. I'm good.
But they're like, we can get some sponsor money. I was like, to fund the podcast that I make no money from. Okie dokie.
What?
It's just like,
okay, yeah.
We can get you a shoe endorsement, but you can't wear the shoes.
Yeah.
Don't care about the shoes.
You're like, well, also, I can buy the shoes.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What the? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I still am going to do my podcast, but I'm not like, there's not a gun to my head, that I didn't put to it, but there's not a gun to my head saying I gotta do this podcast. Yeah. I get to do the ones I want and guests I really want and interest.
No,
I'm not tripping.
That's the thing about like I look at you the same way in a lot of ways. Like after COVID and everything kind of came back, and I was talking to my business manager, and we had like, I've been canceled, but then like and then she goes, not to like flex, but she was looking at like she goes, "You're free. Like,
Do what you want.
do whatever. Like, what do you want to do? You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to make a YouTube show, a podcast, tour, not tour, you want to design, shoot, do what do you want to do?
Freedom, baby.
And that's the interesting, because I like your song with Steve Aoki just came out.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I look at a lot of stuff. I go, it seems like same with Morgan. It's same with Hardy, or like, and Bailey. It's like they're doing what they want to do.
Yes.
You'll do the radio stuff, or you guys have stuff, but you're like, I see y'all as doing
totally
what you want to do.
Yeah, and I think Hardy's actually the greatest example of that with right now, because he will have radio success and does, but he doesn't care either way. He wants to make the most abrasive, mind-opening music. Like he goes about making a country album, like the beat, like it's just, there's so much thought going into the track listing, top to bottom, visuals, all this stuff. He's not worried about, he ain't singing about red dirt.
No, dude. No. You're like, who? You're like, you go back to, Morgan is the rap. We're like, who? Yeah. You're like, not to bring this up, but you go back to the CMAs, you're like, well, they're not with us.
Right.
Or so. Yeah. Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
But I think a lot of the same within comedy, Ron White, he was in Blue Collar.
Of course.
And Ron White was dirty.
Yes.
Very dirty. And he was like, all these blue collar people come to Ron's show, and it was dirty. But he said 4 people would come, 3 people would go, I'm never coming back to this. And 1 guy would come back and bring 6 of his friends. And Ron is the only guy that still has a career.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm. Out of all those, because he was
See
like,
that, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to be.
Just do myself.
It was like, Hardy, you got to, or like, I like harder alternative mute. You're like, do that.
Yeah.
The people, you'll find the people.
Yes.
This seems like a very elite thing to be saying.
No, but did Ron keep it cleaner on the Blue Collar tour?
Yes, he was clean on the tour.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then when he did his own stuff.
And when you come back to Omaha yourself, he was,
you could be shocked. Yeah, people like our parents would go see him at the Blue Collar tour.
And they were like,
oh, he's so funny. Yeah. And then go see him on his own.
Nice accent,
like, who was that guy?
That?
Any of our moms. He's so funny. That is so sweet how funny he is. Ron Wyatt. He was so clean. Squeaky clean. I like that he kind of has an apple juice glass and a cigar up there. Kind of edgy.
Tater salad.
Tater salad. Yeah.
This week's episode brought to you by Beam, baby. Did you know that poor sleep can cause weight gain, mood issues, and poor mental health and lower productivity?
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Well, let me tell you about Beam, baby. Oh, they got the Beam Dream Powder. Sleeping less than 6 to 7 hours per night is linked to reduced white blood cell counts. White blood cells protect your body against illnesses, diseases, fight viruses, bacteria, and more. That's the good ones.
Yeah, you need those.
Sleep is the foundation of our mental and physical health and performance in our day. Having a consistent nighttime routine is non-negotiable. Do you think we do a lot of stuff talking about sleep.
Yeah.
You think people look at me and they're like, dude, this guy is our spokesperson.
I think you continuously get better looking every week, and I attribute a lot of that to your sleep habits.
Yeah, so they're like,
so they should.
Like if it's I'm not going to directly compare myself, but like, creatine, and it was like sponsored by like The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, well, all right, well, if I want to look like that,
right,
I should do what he does.
That's right.
Yeah.
So people look at you and they're like, I need to follow whatever he's doing.
That guy is sleep.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
That guy is sleeping.
That guy is well rested. How does he sleep? How does he do it? Let me tell you, baby. The Beam Dream. Sorry. We've been raving about Beam Dream's powder. It's a healthy hot cocoa for sleep. We had it a couple nights ago. We put a little milk in there.
Yeah. I like it. It's tasty.
Sets you right.
It's nice. It's calming.
I'm trying to think. I've never smoked weed,
but
I bet it's like that. But healthier.
Similar.
Yeah, they're like, don't say that.
Yeah.
If you say anything about a product, don't say it's similar to a legal drug.
In the sense of the calming, it is.
That's what I meant.
Just the calming part.
Yeah. Yes. Today, our listeners get a special discount on Beam Dream Powder, the best-selling Healthy hot cocoa for sleep with no added sugar. Now available in delicious flavors like cinnamon cocoa, chocolate peanut butter, and mint chip. Which one did I have? I think I had the cinnamon. Oh, yeah.
I had the cinnamon cocoa. Yeah.
Dream is tested for high quality efficacy and formulated to ease your body into rest. Support for all 4 stages of sleep cycle with no next day grogginess. Do you know the 4 stages of sleep?
No.
REM.
Okay.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, they didn't tell us. They said
I know
it's
like
all 4
falling
stages.
asleep, and I know like waking, like
No, yeah,
not
no,
sleeping.
Well,
Those are the
I
only
knew that-
stages.
Remember, I
know.
used to drink a ton, and I thought I would sleep so good.
No,
You sleep terrible,
terribly.
but you're gone.
No recovery.
Yeah, you
You're
wake
not
up.
resting. You're just
You're just not. You're unconscious.
Yeah.
yeah. I was. Yeah. I wake up. Why am I still on Broadway outside? Yeah, I slept in 8 hours.
That won't happen with Beam Dream.
Oh yeah, Beam Dreams for you. If listen, can't fall asleep, wake up during the night, don't wake up refreshed, are addicted to chemical sleep aids, get groggy from sleep aids, have nosy neighbor. Whoa, and
Noisy
a partner
neighbors.
who
Noisy
wake you up.
neighbors, Not nosy.
Oh, what nosy neighbors?
Yeah.
Nosy neighbors. Like what?
It
do
keeps
they
the
do?
nosy neighbors away.
Yeah, are they watching or can't sleep when you arrive? Listen, Beam's best-selling Dream Powder. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year and get 50% off. What? For a limited time when you shop beam.com/netpositive and use the code CYBER at checkout. That's BEAM.com/netpositive and use the code CYBER for 50% off, or hit the link in the episode description below.
Yeah.
But the idea of you need to like either protect the idea of like protecting a fan base is you got a fan base by doing what you liked.
Yes.
And now
Don't forget that.
you're like in some kind of handcuffs to them.
It does feel that way, and it's easy to feel that way. Especially, it can feel that way when one thing's working. Like like that goes like there's 2 sides to that coin where it's like, yeah, I got here doing what I want to do, but it's like, okay, now these people are paying attention, and then you do feel like a little bit like
Do the thing that got you here.
yes.
Yeah.
So there's like riding that wave and finding that balance. I think is the difference between short careers and long careers. It's like having a moment and then also being able to like evolve with the moment
Yeah.
while staying true to yourself. Like I think Taylor Swift is obviously,
Dude, I like how you just said her first name. I like that.
you know that.
Yeah, dude,
Taylor, you
respect, dude. He's like,
like,
T's out here.
you can't
Like,
you
what?
can't hate on her career because she's maintained this the whole time, and
We've said that from the beginning in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go, say what you want about it.
yeah,
If somebody's
she's crushing.
outside of the stadium, can't get in, and listening from the outside, you win.
You win.
Yeah, I don't
She
know.
could have sold out
Yeah.
Bridgestone for a viewing party for her LP Field show. Think about that, or
That's
Nissan. Sorry,
crazy.
LP
Yeah.
Adelphia Coliseum. If you want to get down, but
sold out.
she could have sold out Bridgestone
Yeah.
just for and had a viewing party. That's insane.
You win.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't she do that? Imagine selling out both like the arena and the stadium in every city you go to in the same night. I mean, it would be impossible to get the scheduling, but just for a flex,
Everybody goes, yeah.
you can have that. Yeah.
I sold out on the pre-sale. Well, let me tell you what what I did.
Yeah.
I sold out.
We didn't even have a
No,
pre-sale.
You know how like at a comedy club, if you're doing like you're at the Stand in New York City and you're like a comic like me, if Dave Chappelle comes in, you get like bumped. They're like, oh, you're bumped. Like that's not uncommon to get bumped. You're like
Other acts in town.
Need to Breathe was at Bridgestone. They got bumped for Taylor.
For Taylor Swift viewing party. She's actually not going to be in the building tonight. We're just going to stream her concert over here.
How much is your walkout? Yeah, all right. All right.
Perfect.
We'll do a Tuesday show.
Perfect. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but if there's no can you imagine that?
That'd be sick. I hope it happens. I hope it happens somewhere. That's never been done.
Well, that would be the only thing in defense of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, because you're like, what do I need anything for?
Yeah.
Besides, I want to do this.
How do you like the Trav and Have you already talked about this in the podcast?
We talk
Of
about
course
it.
you have.
Yeah.
Let's not. Let's not.
Let's not.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
What'd you do for dinner last night?
No,
Nice.
we're going to. Well, this is the Thanksgiving episode.
Is it?
Yeah, this is next week.
Sick,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I still haven't. I don't know if we have a plan yet. We're probably all of my family and all of her family live in town.
Oh, they do.
So it's gonna just be
Wait, you don't have-
what house are we doing? You know?
Oh yeah, it just goes to somebody's house.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have the house where everybody comes to yours yet.
No.
Yeah.
For
Is the house
summer
that came with
for
that's
summer
where you live
parties.
still
Yeah.
now? Yeah.
Wait, you've been to the
When I
one?
brought the Mustang.
No, I moved.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
But I mean, it's still like I
he's
wouldn't.
moved twice
I wouldn't want to
in a
have
year,
20 people
dude.
over there.
Oh yeah, it's not that. Yeah.
Like we had 100 people in the backyard with blow ups and all that stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. But inside Thanksgiving, I'd rather go. Like those are things I want to be able to leave. I know that sounds ridiculous, but like
Houses.
somebody, yeah. If I go to
you
have
wanna
a
go.
Thanksgiving
I
at
want to go to it.
somebody else's house and it's like, love y'all,
We good?
I'm gonna go home.
Everybody good?
versus like, it's been
But it's-
awesome.
but
you
it
guys
is-
stay as long as you want, I guess.
He's Uncle Randy's sleeping in the guest room. Is he staying the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
like
know. Oh, no.
back here.
Like where?
Where-
There's
Yeah.
a whole nother room behind the curtain.
Is Ryman getting too cocky now, or is he still humble?
He's toting the fine line. I mean,
Oh no,
the kid.
He's
the
like,
kid-
Dad, we're out of here.
He goes, I'm a singer. I'm like, yeah, you do sing. But he goes, but I'm also an artist. I'm a painter like mom. I was like, yo, crazy. And then he
All
goes, like ever since Fenway, he's been like, I go sing on stage. And we'd walk into a coffee shop and he would just exclaim to the room, he's like, I sang on stage with Dad at Fenway.
All right.
Sang Twinkle Twinkle with Dad on stage at Fenway.
This guy like just got a writer's round and he's been upstage.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
oh, you played Fenway yet?
Yeah,
I have.
yeah,
Ryman's
yeah.
bumping
He's like,
guys.
what am I even doing? I just came here to make sure y'all still know that you've never played Fenway, and I have. The kid's first
Yeah, I can
gig,
see it, yeah.
he flew private to Boston, walked out on a sold out Fenway, and had how many times you think Fenway Park has sang Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Zero.
One.
One now.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, one.
well-
Yo, you. Yeah.
Right. It's happened once. Same with Turner Field. Or
R.I.P.
Mhm.
Truist.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying Twinkle Twinkle Little Star like that.
Yeah. Where does he go from here?
I don't know, but I think it's public domain. See if Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is public domain. If so,
Oh yeah.
he's getting writer credit on it.
He's got a brand deal.
I'm
You're
putting
like,
it out on. I'll say this: that the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star live at Fenway Park featuring Ryman is for sure going on my album. That audio is on my album,
It is public
Yeah.
domain.
and Ryman's gonna have a
There's
little
public
BMI
domain.
bank statement showing up for it.
Yeah. No, dude. You know that's like Macaulay Culkin or whatever. Like his parents were like funneling all the money,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
never like had any of it.
Yeah, that's what me and Delaney are planning.
Follow that example.
Maybe we're finally gonna get that Cancun villa.
I'm off work this weekend. Just Ryman's going out.
yeah. Ryman,
What? He's not,
Ryman-
you're not even there.
Just put him on the flight.
Ryman's got
See,
a
buddy.
fun bus.
Yeah.
It's just his
Then,
tour
like-
manager is just a nanny.
You do like a theater tour. He's like, I'm going with
Yeah,
Warren.
yeah. Me and Taylor, I'm doing the stadium arena bit with Taylor.
You're like, hey, you call him up. He's not answering.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on he's on Do Not Disturb. Just it goes straight to voicemail. He texts me back 3 months later. Yo, sorry, just saw this.
Just saw this.
Yo, sorry, just saw this.
Yo.
How's mom?
Like, how's mom? Dude? Follow me on Instagram, dude. I don't want to update you. Go watch my stories.
He's 3 years old.
That's crazy.
He's got an Instagram.
He's hopping down to the back of a brand new Range Rover.
Oh yeah.
Has he got an Instagram?
No,
There's
he
a
doesn't have
handle
Instagram.
lockdown for him whenever he's ready.
There you
Oh
go.
my dude. Oh man. Yeah.
Ryman
dude.
Saint, dude. That's his middle name.
Is it?
Ryman Saint? He could just look, dude. I do not wish this lifestyle upon anybody. So it's like we're playing with fire, even having him get up on stage. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to encourage him to follow the honky tonk rainbow.
No. Yeah.
But
Living that
What-
honky tonk dream.
whatever he wants to do, whatever he wants to do, if he wants to be a ballet dancer, then I'm going to find him the best coach and he's going to rock at it.
Best. Yeah.
Um,
You can be like that baseball dad.
I want him to be
Yeah.
a baseball player. I want him to get good at golf young. I want him to
Oh yeah, he's swinging the golf club a little
pay
bit.
a little bit more attention than I did in school, just on
A little bit.
those are things I want for him. But if
Well,
you know,
we did like I've seen with my buddies that like thought like making. I've definitely seen it with stand up, but my buddies that like make that had not made fun of me for like making videos or making online content, but then like saw one hit, and then I go, "Oh, you're in." You know what I'm saying? Or like
yeah.
I've seen people in my family that have like not made fun of what I do for a living, but like kind of, and then they like started something and then they started like making money from it on the internet. And like, cause I would be like, promote my shows and promote my stuff. And they go, it's annoying. But then somebody like, and they were like, dude, so like, how does the algorithm work out? Yeah, that's Ryman. Yeah.
He's already in on that.
I've definitely seen it with stand up where somebody's like, I don't know. And they come to open mic. Well, that's going to be your future. And it kills. And then they're hanging around the club. They're always just kind of around. I go, yeah, you're done.
You got the bug.
Yeah. How'd that happen for you?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like I'd say the entertainer in me was probably born from being around high schoolers my whole life. Like when I was like 2, 3, 4, I was always just the kid around a bunch of high schoolers. My dad was coaching baseball and girls basketball. So I was like always just trying to make them laugh or like, or soaking up what they were doing for better or worse. Like my vocabulary was heinous for a second grader. Like I was saying good and bad words, but like, but I was just like always around older kids. And I think that's probably where it was and getting the attention from that. And then I was always gravitating towards instruments. Like for as long as I can remember, whether it be the piano at my grandmother's house, I would just go play the melody.
You're obviously a baseball player, but we know
player.
that.
You know that.
Yeah.
David Lipscomb. But it ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. But as the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs after you. I couldn't read music, but I would play that melody on piano at probably like 4 or 5 years old. Yeah. I just had the bug. Talent shows. I thrived at talent shows, church camp talent shows.
Yeah, like,
thrived at them.
Same. Yeah,
skits are the worst at church camp, dude. Why do people try doing skits at church camp?
You played music.
Of course.
Bottle flips and stuff. That was before the bottle flip. Dude.
I don't know. Like,
that's what the kids do now. And everybody goes
bottle flips, yeah.
You played songs, covers.
Covers. No, I think I just wrote terrible songs and played those. Like my talent show.
No,
I would sing. I sucked.
Yeah,
I don't want to see those videos.
Singing. Yeah, no guy in high school is singing. That guys would play guitar.
Yeah, I was playing mid guitar and singing worse than that, but there were songs I wrote and I was proud of them. So
yeah.
And then I was super depressed, and then really liking the girls and writing them songs and giving them. I'd write songs like notes.
Oh yeah.
And then like in class, I would write it like a poem, and then later that night I'd pick up a guitar and like play GDC and sing this poem down, which I realize now is kind of how Willie. Like if you read a Willie Nelson lyric, it's poetry. And then, or music. A Haggard,
poetry to music.
Yeah.
Dang.
Did you ever get into music at all? Like, were you ever?
I was in the band.
Church band?
The drummer. Yeah, in the church band.
Do you still drum?
Yeah, I can play drums.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in a? Was it a white or black church?
I was in a band, a white church. My dad was the pastor.
And you were drumming.
Mm-hmm.
And you got.
I played drums on Sunday morning.
This is the first I'm hearing.
Well, what's it like knowing you're going to hell for playing music in church, dude? Congratulations. That's what you're trying to get. Going to hell. Music in church.
I thought this was going in a different direction, actually. Yeah. Well, when I went to that.
You were playing Fenway.
When I went to your church, that was the first time I've ever been in was it Church of God?
Church of Christ.
Church of Christ.
Don't get that twisted.
Yeah. Sorry.
Big old difference.
But you didn't. I didn't know that you went there.
Yeah.
And I was doing this church, the church reviews, and I just went to this church, and there was the women. By the way, this is not 1940.
Right.
This is 2000. This is 2022.
This is
2022. And the women were not allowed on the stage.
Yeah.
Correct.
And they might have amended that.
Well, I think they had mics. No, they had mics, but in the front row.
Yes.
So they
were worship. Yeah. Yep. That sounds about right.
And there was Was there any instruments on there? No.
Definitely not.
No instruments.
Definitely not.
That's crazy, dude.
But Hillsborough, I think now there might be a woman or two get up during service. I know that they have a black preacher now.
Whoa.
Like the only black family in the church is the preacher and his family. And I think that's awesome. I've heard he's awesome, and I kind of want to go and listen to him.
Yeah. Diversity wise, they're batting 100. They got everybody all the black people.
They're dialed.
The church. Yeah,
they're dialed
in leadership positions.
Yeah,
straight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, because that's when I went, and everybody was like, they were blowing you up. Or blowing me up that I knew you.
Yeah.
Or they were like, well, I didn't know he went here.
We're both famous in the Lipscomb community.
Is that a Lipscomb church?
A lot of Lipscomb students go there.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have been a classic Lipscomb University student.
Oh yeah, 100%. I went to Sanford.
Yeah. Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they recruit though, don't they? For football?
There's no football team for Lipscomb.
The high school.
High school, yeah. Now that's a different story. They just got a little band slapped on.
Oh
them.
yeah, they did. Yeah, because what they
For
do
what?
recruiting, right?
Yeah, some just recruiting fine print. I think verbiage,
said,
the
she
wrong,
said.
the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
verbiage
yeah.
was used, and then
Yeah.
so they got a little tap on
They won
the
too
wrist.
many games. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, dude, you put a target on your back. Trent Dilfer, say what you will.
Oh yeah.
Dilfer came into Lipscomb, and
He
and
started-
here I'm gonna have a non-biased opinion on Lipscomb because I'm detached.
That's what everybody tunes into our pod for. They're like, "What's the truth about
I'm
Lipscomb high school
detached
football?"
from the Lipscomb drama. Okay, if we're Lipscomb listening right now, I'm detached from the drama.
They are, by the
And
way.
I know.
Yeah.
And so
They
check
do
this.
listen.
So check this out. There's a lot of people that, and myself included, grew up in a Coach Mack football world.
Okay.
Coach McAdams, legendary Lipscomb football coach. I grew up in that lock. That's
Right.
again, I
Yep,
grew up
yep.
around Coach Mack. He taught me how to do a 3-point stance in the hallways. Rest his soul. He ran a very old school football program.
Yep.
Hard nosed. He believes, kids are going to get a chance to play if they're good, but it wasn't a recruiting program. Had the same uniforms for 25 years before, it took Dilfer coming before they got new uniforms.
Really?
From like 88. I forget how long Coach Mack coached,
Yeah.
but the whole time. So that was his
Did
way.
they win?
Yes.
They won a
state
lot.
champions.
Okay,
They won,
they
I
won a
think.
lot of Yeah, a couple.
Y'all know, a couple, 3,
Yeah.
4 maybe.
Yeah.
Lipscomb football was a bad, respected football program
Yep.
by all of the schools because they knew we did it that way. Fast forward, Trent Dilfer. So there's a lot of people that have I think change scared them because of how drastic the change was.
Yeah.
Because you've got a Coach Mack
This is how we're gonna do it. Talk to the
character, and then
parent. Yeah,
Dilfer comes in. He's bringing
Flashy.
ESPN,
Yeah.
Flash. Which, hey, like I said, I'm detached. I kind of love it. I feel sorry. I get it. I feel sorry for the kids that grew up thinking they were going to play in one program, and then new coach comes in. These kids will never see the light of day because Dilfer starts bringing in kids from who knows where. There's new kids in the hallway every week, but the uniforms are sick. Dilfer's on ESPN, and Lipscomb is kicking the dog poop out of people.
He's like,
and I'll say dog. Because that's what they were kicking out of people.
They were.
CPA didn't have a chance. Ingle Martin was sick. He couldn't sleep. He probably still can't. The only reason he's sleeping now is because Lipscomb's banned. And that is the reputation Lipscomb got from beating people and beating them so bad. Mm-hmm. That is not Coach Mack's way of doing things. Yeah. So a lot of the Lipscomb community that loved Coach Mack, like myself, couldn't fathom that this was the same place, and it's not. So you got to swallow that. It's not the same school, and it's not the same program anymore. And then Kevin Maui, who's a great guy, came in, and he does things a little more the old school way. Not a big recruiter, not a big flash guy, hard nosed football. And I think that there was just some. I think that some lines got tangled in the transition from Dilfer to Maui and his program had to suffer because of it. And then here we are in a they're going to figure it out. But
some guy.
Nobody cares what I had to say about
it. No, because I'm like, some guy's like
cutting everything out.
Yeah. Some guy goes like, hey, my son is a white guy, is going to play free safety. And you go, no, he's not.
Who's going to tell him?
No, he's not.
Who's going to tell this guy?
You're like,
listening right now.
Here's what he can do.
2008, that would have been the case.
He can put on some pounds and he can play on the line. Yeah. If he grows and he's fast, he can be a tight end.
Yeah.
Otherwise, under Trent Dilfer, you're not playing.
Our free safety just got in from Dothan, Alabama. And
he's like Deion Sanders.
Yeah, literally.
He's like, I'm bringing some guys.
Shooter!
I'm bringing some guys. Who? My son.
Yeah, I'm bringing the Louis bag.
If you're on ESPN, I'm sure you just get DMs.
Yeah.
Where are you coaching? I'll come there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Yeah, so it's been funny. So I don't even know how we got onto that, but yeah.
But kids are different these days, right?
Totally.
More
athletic and also softer.
Way softer. And they were like, we can give you like Jordans and we like tag you on our Instagram. Like, that's all we want. Like,
that's it.
Yeah. They're like, what are the uniforms? And you're like, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Buy whatever uniform, buy whatever Jordans you want, dude. Who are they sponsored by?
Jordan.
Are they?
Yeah.
Lipscomb?
Yeah.
Oh my, dude.
New scoreboard too, right?
Yeah.
I've been over there.
Hey, they did. They named the baseball field. It's Ernie Smith Field now.
Yeah.
They got We're good. The baseball program, Coach Kuhn has done awesome.
You send any
Brad
money over
Kuhn's
there?
good dude, huh?
Send any money over there?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did buy all the seniors. I customized them a pair of Nike trainers last year and gave them.
Nice.
Went down there and did
I
that.
did think about that with my high school. About they were like,
Have they been asking?
Wow, they just kind of been like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to it. I think my whatever I do will be more specific and direct, and it'll be for the baseball program.
Yeah, not for the school.
But I don't know. I don't know if I'll send Ryman to Lipscomb.
Oh yeah,
I love the Lipscomb baseball program though, but I think it'd be cool to switch it up, hit a fork in the road, and take the other route one day.
Dang, dude, because but he's gonna have his private tutor on the jet.
Yeah,
he goes.
Oh, we're talking about school for Ryman? No, thank you.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I saw the guy from the Raising Cane's guy.
Todd.
Yeah,
you were just with him in Louisiana last week.
We were at the CMA after parties, and I was like, I was like, man, me and you and Theo should have one.
Yes.
In town.
Yes.
And they'd be like, that's
the Canes.
Who says no to that?
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Or whoever wants to, like, we all chip in and like this one's ours. We don't
be perfect.
Do anything with it. We don't have any decisions on like.
Yeah.
But if we were all like, yo, come through.
Yes, dude.
This is our Canes.
Invite only, open mic nights, late night Canes tip.
Just run it nothing like any other
It's
Canes.
just the kitchen staff and they don't even get the jokes.
Yeah.
It's like, does anybody know that they're telling jokes? Or?
But that's the idea of do like whatever, like what do you want to do?
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, because you creatively, I feel like once you get past a certain, like if you have to tour, I feel like you could speak more on this than me, but you're like, are these songs that I've written that, by the way, everyone in America sings, they're not I don't know how to say it any other way, but these checks are not going to stop coming to my mailbox.
Right. They might get a little thinner over time.
Maybe. But because one of the questions we had is like, how's life changed since when I went on your pod?
Yeah.
And it's like not to
night and day.
Yes, I've seen it. I think in a good way.
Yeah.
That you're like, I'm a different person.
Yeah, and it is in a good way. Dude, it's like I don't think I've even gone back and watched any of my podcast episodes. Like I just am in such a different headspace and like point in my life. Like that was low key kind of a dark phase because I didn't know there was no certainty in what my career was going to be.
Gosh,
when I was doing
wasn't
the podcast.
that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago, and I had no idea. Like I'd had a couple cuts, and I obviously had friends like out for the guest I was able to be put on, but like I didn't know that my artist career was even going to be able to be a thing. I knew I could make it as a songwriter, but like when I was potting, I was like, okay, I'm a songwriter, podcaster. Who knows if I'll get to tour and what level and what my music's going to do.
If that doesn't, well, at least I'll always have this.
Yeah.
A podcast.
Yeah.
Gosh, dude. Yeah. And then we went.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, we went to the one. I mean, you with Morgan is a separate thing. But you got 2 shows at the Ryman, right?
Sold out.
Yeah, because I tried to
sold out 2 nights at the Ryman. I got you tickets, bro. Don't worry.
I tried to get tickets and they were like $1,300 on the secondary market.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, I'm just hearing this for the first time.
I might let you buy them.
No way. But we came to that Exit In show like a year ago,
right?
But somebody sent me Matt Rife. He came through on the pod of 6 months ago.
Yeah, at least.
He was making $40,000 a year for 10 years that he's been doing stand-up comedy, 30 to 40, and he said this year he's going to make $25 million. Yeah.
Dog. It'd be so much easier for me if I was hot.
That was my point. That was my point.
Like,
yeah. I mean, if you though, hey, my family or my people, my high school buddies, they've all changed. No, you changed, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a fundamentally different person than I was in 2020.
Yes.
I am.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
So are you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you go, oh, that person has grown.
Yeah.
I mean, you would want to, because we talk about that a lot in our show with like you talking about the country music of the early 2000s, all those people that got popular making that kind of music are still making that kind of music and wondering why it's not.
Right.
You're like, well, to your point, the people don't, the genre is different.
Sure.
The people
Total
want,
different
same with
formats.
comedy, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they don't like those kind of jokes anymore.
Yeah.
But that's what put me here. Yeah, but those people in their 20s are now in their 40s.
Yeah.
And
What comedian would you say has evolved the best? Or Ron White, obviously. But,
unbelievable. Yeah.
yeah.
That there's a lot of guys that like, I think Tom Segura is,
Segura.
I mean, he's doing Bridgestone.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, when he was, we were all listening to him when he was like single
Right.
and like drinking. And now he's like, he left Rogan's podcast the other day because he goes, dude, I got my kids at the carpool line. He goes, I got to go.
Yeah.
Which is like,
That's the majority of his special too. It's kid jokes.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
dad
because
jokes.
now he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
So
You got to move
it
with the
should
times.
be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah. Age appropriate jokes, age appropriate songs.
Yeah.
You got to, you can't.
Yeah. And I don't even want to quote a Bible verse, but it was like when I was a kid, I did things that kids do. And now I don't do.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that verse is. There's no way to find it from that. You're like, that wasn't even close.
Not giving me much, but okay.
John Christ, everybody. There it is.
But I don't. You're like, I don't know.
Church
I don't
of
make
Crist.
that anymore.
Church
yeah.
of Crist. dude.
Yeah. And
Hillsborough Church of Crist.
There it is.
and it could probably like because we went to that the show at Exit In.
Yep.
When was that?
That was 2 years ago.
Gosh, dude.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was?
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say if we want to, God, it wasn't night one because I'd been grinding for years before that. But like, if we want to mark that as where it started
Yeah.
to now, it's night and day. I mean, my fan base has grown in such a cool way where like I was saying, this next album, I have several songs that I think will play to radio. It
Yeah.
could anyways, but I'm not aiming for that. And my fans are going to buy tickets and sing the songs and listen to the whole album.
Well, yeah.
And there's some people on radio that can't say the same.
Yeah.
And I would much rather the fan
I'll
base
say that again. The people that are being played on radio can't say what?
can't
That
say
they're going to
that-
sing that along?
or like they can sell out a room
Oh,
full
yeah,
of people,
yeah.
or like people are going to listen to the whole
Oh,
album.
yeah. We've talked about this, not on a podcast.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
We have.
They're like, who?
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 I don't
dude?
know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't
But I'm
matter.
just saying,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so lucky to have fans that
Yeah.
are gonna consume my catalog,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not just what is presented right in front of their face. They want to
Yeah.
go digging.
That you got to go. Well, I was like, there's some like industry like darlings that
Yeah.
are that I see. Same in comedy, on all the stuff.
Yeah.
Every show they're
Matt
making
Rife.
appear. Yeah. No. Well, Matt Rife. Yeah. Well,
He's throwing shade.
Yeah,
It's all good.
He's currently. Yeah. He's killing it, but he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But he's also worked hard.
Yes.
He's also worked hard since day one.
Yes.
And this podcast, in a lot of ways, he put on the map. So
Yeah,
by
yeah.
coming in,
Dude, hey.
yeah, we love him, dude.
Love you, Matt.
Yeah,
Come back anytime.
yeah.
Does make good cookies or? I'm curious. And do they really squeak?
Yeah. How does it work? We're behind the scenes.
I should have been Uncle Randy asleep
Oh,
behind
yeah.
the couch for that episode and be like, did they really squeak?
Tell us.
Tell us the truth.
Who's that guy? Oh, he said, don't worry about him. Yeah. But they're like on, you see them on everything.
Yeah.
And then you like, was it, I'm not going to mention the artist's name that came, huge artist. That
Jelly
came,
Roll?
No. Jelly Roll can sell more tickets than anybody. He can't. No.
He said huge artist.
He came through and they were like, it's an artist that everybody knows, a pop
Gotcha,
star,
gotcha.
a pop star.
Okay.
And it was at Bridgestone. And I heard from my management, they were like, they sold 2,200 tickets. Because you go, well, that name is coming to town. I bet everybody's going. And they're like, well, who? Do you know anybody that's going?
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
But surely
I think I
they're
remember seeing videos from that concert.
big.
Yeah.
You're like, but we were, where were we at last night? At the Preds game. We have 2 shows at the Ryman in January, and everybody's like, see you there. Can't wait. Like, these are people
Yes.
that have pulled their wallet out of their pocket and put the code in to see you.
Yeah. It's insane.
That's
It's awesome.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I never yeah.
That is winning. That is like
I don't care if it's 30 or 3,000 or 30,000.
Sure. That's the hard part. I know for us, being able to recognize that as having made it, not currently. You're still making it, but like it's so easy to be caught up in the journey and the chase for whatever this is that we'll actually never get.
No, never.
It's always going to be the chase for that. Yeah. So it's cool. It's good to check in and
we're
just
here.
Recognize we're here, dude.
We're here.
This is it.
Yeah.
If this was it, Delaney reminded me the other day. She was like, if everything stopped today, we'd have enough to be thankful and take care. Just like life wise. I mean, obviously, I don't know.
She's like, for sure, keep working.
Yeah, for sure, keep working. Yeah,
for sure, take this next door deal. But
we don't need for more. There's like it's greed.
Is it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to be content, which is a good thing, I guess.
Yeah,
but it's
you want to keep you like striving for like.
I love what I do. I'm not just going to stop writing songs and making music. I got to do that.
Yeah. Magnesium breakthrough, baby. Ernest told me that he uses it every night.
Every night.
Nah, he didn't say that. We don't know. But magnesium breakthrough, dude, I'm telling you, I used to lie awake for hours. I couldn't fall asleep. When I was drinking, I could sleep good.
Right.
But it wasn't good sleep. My mind is so wired up. A lot of people talk about their mind. As soon as they lay down on the pillow, their mind's wired.
That's me.
That's
my
like
issue.
That. See, I don't know, figure it out in the morning.
Yeah. Can't shut my brain off.
You can,
It just keeps running. My body's done, but my brain keeps going.
Yeah.
But not with magnesium breakthrough.
Oh, no, baby. Not with the magnesium breakthrough. Added to the nightly routine, you can quiet your mind and get the best sleep ever. Take magnesium breakthrough. Sleep completely changes.
Yeah.
And no problem falling asleep. That's what they say. And wake up feeling refreshed and energized. Unlike other magnesium supplements. I think magnesium is the thing that people are into.
Yeah.
That's what is helping a lot.
It's getting very trendy. And these guys have figured out that whole system of how to put it together in one easy pill.
You know what they did?
What?
Broke through. Oh, yeah.
Very
magnesium.
Nice. Very nice.
Breakthrough. Over 75% of the population is magnesium deficient.
Wow.
And then most people don't know that even if they were taking magnesium supplement, they're still deficient because they're not getting all 7 forms. Magnesium breakthrough is the ultimate way for your body to get all 7 forms of the supplement. Most magnesium supplements are proven to be ineffective because they only contain 1 or 2 forms of magnesium. The breakthrough, baby, contains all 7.
It's like the Avengers of magnesium.
Dude, why isn't that written in there?
They assembled everybody.
Why is that not written in there? Have they got, you want to list them?
List all the 7?
The Avengers.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Or the kinds of magnesium. We don't know either.
I don't know those.
But
they're all in there.
The most relaxing sleep ever with magnesium breakthrough. Go to magbreakthrough.com. I've said this before, not MAGA breakthrough.
No.
Different site.
Yes.
magbreakthrough.com/netpositive and use the promo code netpositive10 during checkout to save 10% or hit the link in the episode description below. What's crazy about my journey is that we did like Zanies. Zanies is the host. Zanies is the middle act. Zanies is the headliner on a weeknight. Zanies as a weekend headliner, which is like 25. Is like probably
how many does Zanies hold?
300. No, but for the weekend, so that's 6 shows. So then you're going up towards 1,800 or something like that.
Got it.
Then I had a pop and I did the Ryman twice in 2019, and then last time I did the Ryman once, and I was bummed. And now this time I'm going to do the Ryman 3 times. So it's like, dude, if all this was for not only for this, what a waste.
Right.
What a waste, right? What a waste. Yeah. What a waste if we're doing this podcast to get to.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Yeah,
we don't have to do that. We don't. Yeah.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. And that's like a sobering place to be, but like
yeah.
What, like, so I'm just trying to put this in relation to like a listener. It's like, hey, you make $70,000 a year. You go to Hilton Head for spring break. Maybe you can go get the bigger villa.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is it.
This is it.
Perfect.
Yeah. You got
gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude for exactly where you are right now.
Yeah.
Living in the moment's like my biggest struggle. I would say that is my biggest flaw is the lack of
We're
ability to naturally live in the moment.
Yeah.
I got to make myself live in the moment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do better at
Well,
that.
we've had now two visits to your camp on the road.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It's been great, dude.
It's
I love
awesome, dude.
Hey,
both times have been unbelievable.
one of my favorite things about touring is getting the guests there. Like, you've been there twice, dude. Glenny Balls has come to like 5 shows. He's like carrying guitar cases, and he's just our roadie.
He's on the crew.
Yeah, Theo came to Boston.
Yeah.
One of the nights. What else? Dude, one of the coolest the other night in Atlanta, Freddie Freeman
We saw that
was
photo.
my guest, dude. Braves, yeah, Freddie Freeman and Chipper Jones. They haven't been in a picture together in a long time.
No.
And then guess who brought them together?
Ernest K. Smith.
Ernest K. Smith, dude.
Dude.
The curtain has been torn. Look at there.
No, dude, you can't say that.
Look at there.
That's a wild
Look
reference.
at there, dude. Freddie Freeman and Chipper Jones in a picture with Ernest. They had the first conversation they've had in like 2.5 years.
Who's the Father?
Back
Who's
here.
the Son? Who's the Holy Spirit?
You tell me. You tell me right now.
The curtain is
It's looking like Chipper's the father.
Look at that jacket.
Freddie Freeman's the son.
That Chipper jacket is like literally made out of
Bambi.
my goodness.
Yeah.
That is made out of.
It was awkward.
Tom
It was a little
Glavine's
bit
hair.
awkward at first.
Of course
And
it
then it
was
was-
because they're baseball players.
And then it was awesome. And then I was like, holy shit, I got a picture with the two of them. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, when we were at
I'm geeked out about that.
when
That
we
happened.
were in
That's awesome.
Ottawa, was it Ottawa?
Yeah, of all places, everybody was in Ottawa that
In
night.
Ottawa. Oh yeah, we go. That we're in the box with all the hockey players.
Are you good?
Good.
I'm good. I keep forgetting that's just water.
You're like, what is this?
Ew.
Water. Dude. I haven't had
Trying to
this in
quit.
forever.
I'm trying to quit.
We go. We were in the box with all the players from the team, and I was asking.
the
I was like,
Sens, dude. Shout out the Sens, dude.
shout
They're
out
the
to
beauties.
Sens.
Let's go.
I go, do y'all like, because if you're the Preds and you're in Bridgetown, there's 50, 60 acts that come through there. And I go, do y'all like come to most of the shows? They go, no, dude.
Yeah.
This is the only show that we've come to
Yeah,
ever.
they had the best night ever.
Yeah,
Dude, we broed down so hard in the locker room with
dude.
them. Like, I got dressed out in Brady Kachuk's
In his
friggin'
full-
uniform.
Dude, it's full, like
full
hockey.
head to toe. The captain, dude. I
I don't think he was there.
I think I
Skates?
put 100. Yeah, he was. He
No,
dressed
what?
me.
No, who?
I put $150 on the Sens to win the Stanley Cup. It'll pay out like 11 grand or something like that. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like if we're not, because you go, oh, maybe if Garth Brooks sold out 13, you're like, oh, or whatever
Yeah. Insane.
whatever the other peak is. Versus like, it's funny because I was like, dude, we're in Ottawa. You're in Ottawa. We have tonight. That's all we had. This is it.
This is it.
This is it. Yeah, and then Morgan was like actually back home in Nashville.
Yeah.
He
We didn't
flew.
know it yet, but
Yeah.
Morgan was actually already home.
And we were like, dude, come to our bus. He's like, I'm at home.
I'm at home.
An
Yeah,
hour
he
later.
flew out immediately.
Oh, no. Sure.
Yeah, we were at the airport the next morning or something like that. Like, yeah, Morgan's been home for 12 hours now.
We were waiting on our B
We're
boarding
having
status.
water and eggs.
Boarding status B.
Yeah, literally.
He's like, yeah, where you at?
Yeah.
Are you going to be at the gate? I'm at home
I'm
cutting
at-
the grass.
I'm at home, dude.
Oh. Yeah, but there's no, there is no, that's it. That's all we like. If you want to strive to make better music or make better, but you're like the opportunities that open up for you because of the success that you had is like, oh, like Steve Aoki's like, what's up?
Yeah.
Are you like, what's up?
Yeah.
Or
it's already
the Post Malone.
crazy.
Awesome, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Post Malone, dude.
What's he like?
Exactly what you think. Just
Perfect.
the sweetest, nicest guy.
Of course he is.
Creatively open to try new things, which is why he was even here in the first place. And like,
Yeah.
very similar to Jelly in that like wants the whole room to feel great. And like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know that that's a burden to bear because people go away and
You know,
then
it's
you're
like
alone.
Bert's like that.
Birds like
Kreischer.
that.
Bert, he just wants everybody to be
that's-
like, no one
that's a
left
great example,
out.
sure.
Everyone has drinks.
Yes.
Y'all are all talking.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of Jelly's very like that.
Jelly's very like that.
Yeah.
And Post was very like that. He bought me a guitar, Carter
Yeah.
Vintage, which is
Really?
like Yeah, he told me to meet him at Carter, and we were just playing guitars, and he was like, "That's yours."
Dang.
So
Like,
I
I'll
named
take
it
this.
Stony.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ray.
I've never
Shout
seen
out.
anybody smoke cigarettes or drink beer so steadily and honestly
He's
do
committed.
a great job. I mean, a pro. Like never was like there was nothing getting thrown. Like it's not like he just reached this point and then he's like, raw.
You
It
know,
was just like beer, cigarette. Hey, I'm out of cigarettes. Give me more cigarettes.
like Chappelle.
You've been doing this for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Dang.
Pretty awesome.
I think he can't get on the Zins.
I don't know.
That's not for everybody.
I don't know how they work with chrome teeth.
Fair.
You know what? I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, I always wanted to ask because we talked about this a little bit.
The Holy Trinity. We've had 2 Holy Trinity photos.
There you go.
In the last couple
Now that
good
one,
year.
the common denominator is the Holy Spirit.
that
That's
one
right.
right there, I know who the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is on that one. That was
Yeah.
very clear.
Yes. Is it?
No, just kidding. We always joke about this has happened to me around town, and it's when I was on. Remember we did that Christmas video together.
Oh my God. Yes.
We should just take that down.
That was pre you.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
That was pre us.
yeah.
That was pre us.
That was pre us. Yeah, you're right. That was pre- we didn't even exist.
No,
yet.
we didn't exist as we do now.
That
What
was so
it? No.
funny.
It was like I had this idea. I was like, dude, let's put on like Christmas hats, and then you can probably find it. Don't play it, but like you can find it's like a Christmas carols that
talked
need
to-
to be canceled.
We should get it down.
And we canceled. We went through all the.
Ern's texting right now to get it removed.
Yeah, I'll take it down.
It's so
It was like
funny.
here's all the. Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
no, it was funny.
Yeah.
But it was. Yeah, it was not. They exist in the past.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to come back to this thing because we've joked about this a bunch. And Tyler Hubbard came through like a month ago, and he said the same thing: is that because of his success, people in his Christian high school have all changed their tune on him, all love him now.
Mhm.
And you said that.
We talked a little bit about
And I
that.
said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah. That he goes, come back and play for our like 20th anniversary. And he goes, what?
Yeah.
I thought y'all hated me.
Yeah.
And yeah. He's like, I got kicked out for smoking weed.
Yeah.
And y'all, I'm back?
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite quote from a coach or teacher was just remember I love you even though you're unlovable.
No one said that.
Oh yeah.
Really?
How old were
Yeah.
you?
Throughout life. Same guy.
He texted today. That's weird.
Like, yeah.
Don't forget.
Wow.
Yeah. So but
I
it's
love
funny.
you even though you're unlovable.
Don't forget. I loved you when you were unlovable.
Oh, when you were
I
unlovable.
loved
As if
you.
to say you're lovable now and everybody likes you now.
Wait, there's been an even though, and then there was a win, and I
Yeah.
think success happened in between. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and all of these people would deny that right now. Be like, no,
course.
of
Yeah,
course, no, I always loved
Ern-
you.
Oh, yeah.
It's there. It is again. Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, he's back.
I loved you the whole time.
Your mom's back.
We always knew it. We always knew it.
Mom's back.
Oh,
yeah,
we don't care. We're not judging you.
But you did get a
Okay.
vibe. We talked
But I am
about.
on the prayer board.
Yeah. I'm still up there.
Yeah.
I think I used to have a joke in my show where you used to do this thing and like you would write somebody's name that's lost, or like, and then there's like a cross up on the stage, and you write their name down. Someone that you wanted to receive the Lord or wanted to become a Christian, you write their name down. And I go, my joke was in my show, I was like, what if I went up there and I saw me? Hey,
Yeah.
who put this up here? Why would I- yeah.
You start
I'm like,
all
wait.
of them. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Just flipping
You got to be some kind of kid. They're all me.
They're all
They're all
you.
me. You turn around, the whole congregation sitting there like, we were kind of expecting
Oh,
this.
this is an intervention.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The doors
Oh.
are locked.
But I think it's,
Yeah.
I think it's like when I look back on a lot of those like Christian like experiences in youth group and like the pastor and saying things that like we had to like report, like we had to like report like every Sunday morning, like if we had looked at porn that week to like the youth pastor.
I'm glad we didn't have to do
Yeah,
that.
which is it's all very strange, but
That's
a lot of
that's a weird thing for the youth minister to want to know.
ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We had a
You're tuning into Dawson McAllister.
yeah, Johnson. Is this appropriate?
Yeah.
Our internet history would go to him.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it would. He was signed up for it.
How to
he
get rid of a decaying body.
Yeah.
Just throw him off.
How to kill your youth faster.
That's hilarious. Hey Siri, where can I bury my youth pastor? Guy's like, wait a minute.
No, it was called, this filter that we all signed up for, this filter, and it would send all your internet history in real time to your youth
in
pastor.
real time.
Yes.
Anybody ever get immediately reached out to? Like,
Yeah,
in
there's
the
like an
act?
emergency button. They're like an eject.
Oh my!
What is this guy doing?
gosh.
I mean, this guy's just getting suggestions.
Right.
And this guy's like, haven't heard of this one
Wait,
yet.
What are the kids into these days?
How does that work on the other side? I never thought about that. He's getting all
of the juicy places to go look at porn, apparently. Like, these are what the kids are looking at.
It's a funnel. It's just feeding him.
Dang, I never even thought about that.
Maybe
eight dudes in their early 20s, just all the
yeah.
Early 20s?
Oh yeah, we were in the college ministry.
Yeah. And that was going to
To the college pastor.
Wow,
dang, bro. There's too much power and control there.
Way too much.
that's a lot.
Way too much.
Hey, free will. Do whatever you want. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be keeping tabs on exactly what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Knowing what you're looking at too is crazy. Like knowing that you're looking is one thing. Knowing exactly what you're looking for.
It
is
said like
nuts.
www dot and just had the basic URL, not the slash and the
Yeah.
you don't need all that.
You don't need this.
Yeah,
Just,
why does that help? How does this help?
Yeah, how's the slash? What's happened with that HTTP semicolon after that? I don't want
That's
to.
all I need.
Oh,
But I look back on all that, I go, dude, I'm not like to carry around like bitterness for those people. I'm like, they didn't know what they were doing either.
right.
And if them now, I don't talk to them, but they would come off that too. They go, yeah, that was a weird time.
For sure.
Like to look back on those people and feel some kind of, it
Yeah,
just seems like a bird to pick up that,
cross, say it.
to pick up that,
It's a heavy
bitterness.
It's a heavy cross to carry.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
let everyone free.
Yes.
I think like that kind of stuff, those like thoughts or it influences your creative process. That's all.
Not
comedy
really. Not
is.
anymore,
Yeah.
dude, because I have let it go. I mean, I carried it. I don't know that it ever impacted my creative process, but I definitely carried that for a long time
Yeah,
and resented and like honestly shut a lot of people out, which was just healthy for me because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
two total different worlds and I can't process both of them at once. And I'm living in this one now.
The
And
new one.
the new one. And I love this world. And
Yeah,
it's hard for me
it's
to
weird because it's in the same city.
that is weird. And I
Yeah.
gotta see the people and my parents go to church with them and
Yeah,
I love them. It's just hard for me to straddle both worlds right now.
yeah.
Um,
But who's at the Ryman show? Are those?
all of those people.
Yeah, I'd imagine. And
It's going to be the Ryman show, which is going to be awesome
yeah,
because it is going to be fans in there. And these people do want to come see me. And regardless of whatever, and maybe a lot of it's just I'm projecting,
I'm the same. I'm the same.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're going to be there and they're going to cheer and it's probably going to be emotional and there's going to be a lot of family and a
Yeah.
lot of all that. It's going to be
And
well
Ryman
represented.
stylist is going to be there too.
Ryman
It's like,
Styles going to be there.
well,
It's
yeah.
gonna be awesome. But yes, that's what the Ryman show,
Those are the two
especially being in the
worlds.
hometown. Both worlds are going to be
Yeah.
in one building, and it makes me really anxious.
I was at the Fox in Atlanta, and it was the same thing.
makes me
It's
very
like
anxious.
I just want to go to like Des Moines,
Yeah,
and those people love you, and they're
there's no history.
just there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have. You're like you see at the Fox show, you see faces that are like,
Yeah.
and then there was like some girls like from my high school that were like with now like husband. I go, dude, I don't. You don't have to big time or like you
Comedy in that setting is way different than what I do because I'm,
Maybe.
tracks are going, music is
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
I got to sing this song. I know the words to my song, and I pretty much can, whether the reaction is big or not, I know
Yeah.
where the moments are going to be. Whereas like with you, you're still having to
be present, very present.
very present.
Yeah.
And it's neither of which both I guess we're prepared to do. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
You got your routine down. I got my routine down.
Yeah.
But the dead space is a thing in comedy, silence and
Well, we
maybe,
we talked
hopefully
about
not,
this.
but-
We talked about this last week, and I think I'm the first person to say this. So comedy is like very equipped for social media, TikTok, algorithms, a bunch of comedy.
yeah.
And I was talking to Ben Rector actually about this, and he said, music, it's tough to the way the algorithms are built. It's tough to get and I said, I know how musicians get in that algorithm is stopping the show for something. And I see that all the time now.
Yes.
Used to never see it.
Yep.
Have you done it?
No, but well, other than falling off stage on accident.
Well, that was it. Yeah.
No.
But I see a bunch, and that went huge for you.
Yeah, I stopped. I mean, if you want to call stopping the show to bring Ryman out, but like,
I wouldn't call
No,
it.
it's
But like,
that's part of the
there's
show.
like, and we saw
oh,
like
you mean like stopping the
For the
show
audience.
for somebody doing something
in the audience?
When a musician goes, hey, stop the show. There's somebody that's immediately
Yeah.
everybody's phone's out.
Yeah.
And that's going on. I'm going to see it on TikTok.
Yep.
And I said it's kind of like a hack musician thing
Yeah.
because they're stopping shows for stuff that doesn't. We saw Katy Perry. We watched a clip yesterday. There's a kid that was like covering his ears.
She stopped the show.
She stopped the show to get the kid earplugs, which
God.
I love. I don't know. I have no opinions on Katy Perry.
I mean, come on.
But that showed up on socials.
Yeah. Yeah. I've stopped a show because where were we in YQM, somewhere in Canada? And there was like people were passing out. They'd been drinking all day in the pit and it was hot.
Outside.
And people were dropping like flies.
Oh yeah.
Like during my set, in the first 5 songs of my set, there was like 3 people that I'd had to be like, make way.
You
but I
could
didn't
literally
stop
see
this.
them.
I didn't
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
it. I was
yeah.
just like,
You're like, no,
good.
keep playing. But
yeah. And then after the third one, I did stop it. I was like, I'm gonna do this once, but
yeah.
if somebody goes down, make a line
Yeah.
for them. Let's get people here. Obviously, y'all are gonna be passing out and dehydrated.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep the show
And
going.
this
If
guy-
somebody's really in trouble, let me know. But
This guy's about to pass out. Look
Yeah.
at this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep an eye on him.
there's a girl at the front row of my show the other night in Baton Rouge. Bless her heart, she held on to it the whole night. But I mean, she was holding on to the front railing like this, and like they'd moved a trash can in front of her. She's singing every word to every song, but like
Unbelievable.
can't stand up straight. And I watched it, dude. I'm singing. It's distracting because I'm over here like singing, and I'm looking at her, and she's like,
Oh no.
and I did. After a song, I was like, "Hey, are you good?" I was like, "You look like you're probably about to either pass out or puke. Are we good? We don't need. Nobody wants you throwing up
Raise
on
your
her."
hand.
And she was. Her friends were like, "She's good. She's good." And she was like,
good.
and dude,
Oh,
she did not end up puking.
Proud of her.
Proud of that
Proud of
girl.
her.
But
She made
dude,
it.
it's like
She's listening to the
You-
pod for sure.
she had to have thrown up in her mouth and swallowed it twice.
Oh,
Just
gosh.
white knuckling the
I'm
railing.
guessing, dude. I'm guessing.
But,
I don't know.
But if you're
she
at the
had
rail,
to have.
if you're at the rail, you're not leaving.
No.
You're not giving up that spot.
No.
You got it. You clocked in. At
You would have
noon.
thought she was on a boat the whole time, and I'm just like, it's just a matter of time before she projects,
Yeah.
and she didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry to get gross, but I was proud of her. She held on to her cookies.
I mean, if you had to stop, if you had to stop a Morgan, like I just imagine that's like a funny comedy bit. That it's like we got to do 90 minutes, and they're looking at their set list. We got about 60 minutes of songs. You want to do like a stop the show? Like a stop the show. We got to stop this.
Go a few minutes.
Yeah, that'll
Bring up a fan, shotgun a beer.
yeah, it's stop the show.
Yeah, maybe hand out a guitar
I've
to
seen-
a
what
kid
do we-
who's
we've
holding the
seen, like,
poster and blocking people's views all night. I don't know.
We've seen well, I think Alex said a lot of it started after the Travis Scott. Because remember that?
Yeah.
And now with that, then
What happened? No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing.
Then people were like, "Hey," I mean, couldn't you imagine a show in like the '80s ever stopping?
Yeah.
For anything,
Yeah.
they could murder.
Motorhead
Yeah.
stopped a show because
Like,
people are going down.
Anthrax is like, hold on, pause a second. There's somebody that's dehydrated.
Yeah. We're gonna take a minute and say a quick prayer for Paul over here. He's gone into cardiac arrest. We're gonna
They were like, "Sick, bring him on stage." Yes.
make the circle that shit up. Let's go.
That's part of the show.
There's just a guy laying on the ground there moshing around. There go.
It is.
Oh man.
It is the experience of the live show
Yeah.
that is, man.
Nothing like it.
No, I've told people, I go, dude, any kind of depression or negative feelings or sadness, everybody's like, it must be hard to go out and do a show. I go, no, dude, it's easy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm free out there.
Yes.
You feel that?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's your safest place all day for
Yeah.
however long you're out there. You have total control of that
Yeah.
for the most part, and you know,
And you're good at it.
For the
And
most
people
part.
like to Yeah.
Yeah. And you're doing what you want to do for
Yeah.
the first time pretty much all day. You're really doing
Yeah.
what you signed up to do. And all of this stuff, I think it's a Dolly Parton quote. Somebody was like, does it not bother you having to do all the other stuff? And she was like,
Yeah.
it comes with the meal,
Mm.
which is true. So like
Dang,
it
dude.
comes with the meal.
Nice.
And that's why back
What
to
are you talking
gratitude.
about? All the promo and all the
A
stuff?
promo or just like, you know,
Yeah.
there's days you're just not in the mood to have
Comes
to
with the
do
meal.
some stuff.
Yeah.
And it back to gratitude. That's part of
Yeah.
having made it or making it. These are things you got to do, and you
Yeah.
got to be thankful that you're getting to do them and not having to do them. And that
And
mentality.
you can go with it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Also, you can,
Yeah.
like, I think Seinfeld, that's funny. You quote Dolly Parton, I quote Seinfeld, but it's the same. It goes,
Classic.
Yeah.
it's the same. Like, if you were given this like fruit basket of like funny, or like, it also is going to come with some depression,
Mm.
some like comparing yourselves to others. And when other guys get stuff, you go, ugh. It's going to come, but all the stuff, would you take it?
Yeah.
All or nothing 100 times.
Take it.
100 times out of 100, I gotta take it.
Yeah.
And that's always made me feel better
Yeah.
about the thought, like some kind of the comparison or the feelings of all those negative feelings. It's part of it.
Yeah.
So I look around to everything, and I go, ugh.
Yeah.
That's just what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then you turn it into a rainbow if you can, and then other people like it, but you go, like, why are you always so like my girlfriend always asks
Because
me
I'm
that.
hilarious. Yeah. And that's part of it.
You're like, dude, I don't like this. Did you see that that video of that artist that was promoting her song on the airplane?
Mm.
Did you?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. On the Delta flight.
Yeah.
Yes. dude.
Grammy.
Where did
Yeah.
you see it?
I can't remember. It was either Reels or TikTok.
This one
or
right here.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I had a different view, maybe. Oh, yeah. No, that's all that one.
We watched it yesterday.
Man, I have mixed emotions about it.
Where's the line for promo, dude?
Not this. You know, first of all, I'm super happy for anybody getting a Grammy nod.
For sure.
She's obviously ecstatic, as she should be.
Yep.
Gospel singer, so I already just know that she's got a bright, happy energy, and that's her personality. And she didn't think twice that people would. She's getting reamed right now by this guy, but which I would think. Let me take two angles at this. From her perspective, it was pure intention. Obviously, some self promo, but like,
who hasn't done that?
It was from a happy place,
who
right?
hasn't? Yeah, yeah.
I've been on planes where if somebody coughs, I'm ready to throw hands.
That's what I said yesterday.
And if
I'll
I'm
jump
on a
out the
plane
window.
and I'm
Yeah.
in a mood and that's popping
Yeah.
off, I'm gonna have to just put my AirPods in and fake like I'm asleep.
Yeah. We're not doing
You're
that.
not gonna do this
Yeah.
right now. Because it's like, dude, I can't even stand when what airline is it that's just playing
So loud.
so loud. I'm just
So loud.
like,
6 in the
why
morning.
are you playing U2 on a red eye right now? why is it 4:30 in the morning and it's like, you believe in life after love?
You're like,
Everybody's trying to sleep.
I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna pull the emergency.
Yeah, so like now in that scenario, you feel like you have to pay attention or you're
if
so-
you're right around her.
and then
Yeah.
the flight attendant, I don't know. I feel like he could have just let it slide, for the culture and just let her sing.
For the black culture?
Wow.
Because he's black.
Maybe. I mean, fucking it's your people.
He's like, dude.
Why you would think that he would just be like, yes,
You know what? I
yes.
bet there's a lot of angles on the internet. No one has that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
yeah.
I'm
the
look,
culture,
in that
dude.
scenario, I'm all for it
For the
because
culture.
big ups, dude.
Yeah.
You got a Grammy nod. Let this girl cook one time.
Let her cook.
Let her cook.
Yeah, let her cook.
And you had to literally Debbie down that Delta Downer.
Nice. Delta Downer,
Delta Downs.
I mean, that's tough. I mean,
Delta Downs.
That'll hit.
Okay.
that's it. Remember when you saw me in the airport and I had all that stuff on and you were like, dude.
What stuff?
Dude, it's like 7 a.m. and John's coming down the escalator by himself with like a red hoodie up and sunglasses. And I'm like, is the hoodie up and sunglasses so people don't recognize him? Because that's what I said. Dude looks like a traffic cone. And it's like, he could have just been in this and I probably been, and then wouldn't have noticed. And then it was a red hoodie up, sunglasses, 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, Oh, this guy's just like, hey, it's me, John Crist. Just got back from the road. It's early. I'm loud.
I was just in my own zone. He was coming up the escalator. I was going down. He goes, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I go, oh, shoot.
I immediately pulled my phone up and just started frying his. I don't want to be seen. I'm John Crist. I'm wearing a red hoodie up. Dude, that's
like
so
a traffic
funny.
cone.
You look like a traffic cone.
Well, there is. We always say that like you go out and into the like all the buses leave. We're leaving in probably 2 hours. Everybody goes out goes from not from Nashville. Everybody goes out from everywhere, but a lot of people go from this city out into the country.
Yeah.
And especially during COVID, it's not so much like that anymore, but I felt like, not to be disrespectful to anyone that's been in the military, but the entertainers would go out amongst the troops to like encourage them or build their spirits or lift them up. And we're all like, dude, you think we're popular? There's so many people that you don't know that are on a bus this weekend.
Yeah, right.
Going out for 600 people in Duluth to just bring light.
Yeah.
And not even in a Christian way. Just
to go.
It's in a Christian way because it's a human way. But just go. I mean, dude, we've been to so many cities that are like so not like Saginaw, Michigan is so depressed. It's such a depressing city. And everybody was like, dude, when we come down to like all these restaurants are full, all these hotels are full, and you guys times 1,000.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
And like
Morgan's
Taylor
in town, it's like
it's like, dude, everybody's working, everybody's excited, everybody's happy. Like brings. I mean, Taylor is like changed the economy. I said Taylor, not Taylor Swift because you did it, but
truly,
it's like, dude, what a saint. I don't know how to say it any other way.
Yeah.
And look what sometimes the Swifties are a little much.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, good for y'all, man.
Good for y'all.
Yeah. Good for y'all.
Good for y'all.
Gosh, dude. And they're not going to be able to, their kids aren't going to be able to play football at Lipscomb, but good for y'all. We'll get out on one thing. What about the, when we always talk about
about weed?
No.
Oh. Well, you're the one that does the weed segment.
Oh yeah, I do the weed segment at the church weed shop.
You've ever been into one of the weed shops?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I was filming there and they kicked me out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude.
You idiot, dude. What's going on here? No.
You gotta go.
You're done.
You gotta go.
This idea that we talk a lot about in my act is about how there's certain memes, and we share a lot of memes together, but there's certain memes that have like 1,000 likes and then like 100,000 shares.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something about these things that everybody jokes about, that everybody knows that are truths.
But they can't like them or comment.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
And it's such like, if you, like, I'm always sending stuff to you and you're sending stuff to me because we have a similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
But like, what is to be said about everybody in the culture? They're like a lot of things that we come on this podcast and we have to kind of button it up.
Yes.
Because we wouldn't talk here because there would be
99.9% of people would also laugh and think it's funny and know the intentions of which we're making the joke.
Yeah.
And then the 0.1% will ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
And we have to respect and honor their opinion more than common.
You don't want to get
common sense of humor.
Yeah. So then all this stuff that was
Which is fine.
It's fine. So the stuff that was once for it now has to go underground.
Yeah. You're right though. The share to like ratio is hilarious.
And that's when the best humor is.
Yeah.
And that's what the best, like,
that's how we know we have a good clip.
Well, also, and thank God for comedy. Tell me if I'm wrong, is in a better place than it's been. Comedy is wide open right now to make jokes. Shane's doing it, I think, perfectly.
One of the best.
And I don't know. I think it's healthy to be able to exercise the humor and finding the humor in things. Obviously serious.
Yeah, dude.
We know that.
Yeah.
That's why we make jokes.
It helps.
Because it's easier than just eating the serious. We acknowledge the serious, but then make the joke. But I just sing country songs and I stay out of making jokes. That's I have to. You know, if I was just a comedian, I would be a funny guy. But I'm gonna sing country songs, and I'll still be a funny guy. But I'm not gonna tell any jokes. I don't like.
You're
jokes.
never coming to Zanies? I thought you said you were gonna.
I'll do Zanies.
Okay, fine.
I'll do Zanies, but invite only.
Yeah. Well, there's this. I mean, there's so many jokes that we send back and forth to each other that it's like I have a real, I wouldn't say anger, but just an annoyance or like a towards something.
Yeah.
And it's directed, by the way, doesn't discriminate
At all.
at everything.
Right.
I would say the easiest targets would be the government, but the city, certain things, it would be fair to say.
Other entertainers,
country music in general.
Yes.
That you go.
Stuff that everybody's talking about and everybody's talking about all the time. And
did you come to that thing when me and Jackie Lee hosted?
No, but you were sending, I was in the islands and you were sending me videos and it was so funny.
But that was what that I go.
Exactly. Did you get invited back?
No.
I know that's right.
I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, yeah,
No, dude. You're like, all right, well, this is never gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it is like all I'm doing up here is saying things out loud that y'all text to each other.
Right.
That's all I'm doing. And I know all y'all think this.
Right.
Because I, by the way, know all of y'all.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this.
Yeah. By the way, I know my audience.
Yeah, I know you're here. I've texted this joke to you.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the funny.
You ran half of those jokes by me a month before it, dude. Yeah.
I think.
Like, I'm a good filter. I mean, hell yeah. All these. Great. Green light.
For it. Yeah.
Green light.
Go for it.
I'm not the one up there getting crucified.
I'm in the islands,
say whatever you want.
Yeah, my career.
I'm in the islands chilling.
But you can't. What's great about comedy, and every comedian I know, by the way, all their shows are sold out.
Yeah.
Nate added
saved SNL, by the way.
Saved.
Yes,
oh
dude.
yeah.
We just talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
He was at the Chicago Theater. 6 shows. That's like bigger than. Where does Michael Jordan play? What's that place called?
Space Jam?
No, where's Michael? Where's the the
You just
the United Center.
United
Bulls
Center.
Arena.
That's bigger than the United Center. Every comic is killing it, but you can't have in the United Center. You can't have comedy being successful and also say whatever you want in the culture. The silencing of people in the culture
is what brings
the comic.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
interesting. Yeah.
like especially during COVID and during like BLM and all the it was so sensitive, rightfully so in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But that's when everybody to each other was like, "Come on."
You need the comedians to almost have like a monopoly on the jokes.
Yeah.
Like only let them do it.
Yeah, they can do it.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, this guy remember during the actor strike, somebody had they were allowed.
Yeah.
They were allowed to act because they got a whatever it's called, a card that you can do it. Like that's like, hey, dude, I kill this man. No, dude, I got the card.
Yeah.
But Shane's one of the best doing it.
He is.
Yeah.
And I think his give it busted because he had already kind of gone through the cancel thing and so well, here we go.
Which also helps.
Yeah.
Which also helps the comedy. But do you find you shouldn't speak for him, of course, but do you find Morgan's like that? He's like,
career wise, I mean, yeah.
Like what? Why? What? There's nothing to be afraid of, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's why comedy is different than our world.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I think we do have to, and rightfully so, be a little more careful just because our audience are different. Like our fan base doesn't show up for jokes; they show up for songs.
Yeah. So
it's like not our place to
not in terms of
expect
jokes, but
them.
in terms
I know,
of like,
but that's what I mean. Like we're gonna have without. I don't agree with like artists being political either way, but like we have to be more politically aware at least.
Yeah.
I think that's our responsibility because that's our job. Because like I said, our fan base is there for the music and then they might not have good sense of humor. We don't.
Oh,
I don't expect my fan base to have a great sense of humor.
If they
Your
come to
fan
my
base
show,
is going to have a good sense of humor.
They've bought a ticket and they're sitting at
that's the difference.
They've already made this agreement with me.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference. And I mean,
that's a good point.
Like I think overall, like you're saying, I think most people do have a pretty easygoing sense of humor, and we're all in on the joke. But we have to be conscious of the percentage of the people that don't. Whereas, like you were saying about Ron Wyatt, y'all can lose 4 fans and come back with 10.
Yeah,
we could. Well, lose 10 and come back with 10 million. So.
Yeah. Well, is there?
I think we just have to be conscious, and I know I do for sure because I am me. So it's like
you can't speak
I've seen the quicksand.
Yeah,
I don't want a part of it. I'd rather just sing songs. You know,
what's you talking about?
Just for anybody, anybody getting caught up in cancel culture and all that. Yeah. Like what about me? It's such a dicey.
Yeah,
it's dicey to even talk about it right now.
Oh, yeah,
because somebody's gonna have an opinion on it, and that's thin. And I can't defend one's opinion. I can't defend myself to anybody's opinion.
I remember we went to this like a political. There was like a political weekend conference or something. I'm not gonna say what side it was, but it was one of the sides,
and it probably wasn't left.
No.
We know they're not calling you.
Hold on. Wait, let me explain, dude. Yeah. Let me explain. Thanks, dude.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. They go, hey, do you want to come speak? And I go, and this was in 2020. And I go, what are you laughing at, Andrew? I go, no, I don't want to speak, but I go, I'll come. I'll like visit it.
In the words of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I'm going to come.
Yeah, I'm going to come. Do not come.
Do not come.
Yeah.
Do not come.
So
I'm gonna come.
Went to it, and it was one of those things where like to be like seen at it is like kind of making a stance just by being there.
Yeah.
And one of the artists, a musician that knew of me, I don't think I've ever told this story. He kind of backstage, he knew of my career and my arc and he kind of goes, dude, don't come over here. Like I came over here and I'm like in, and I can't.
Yeah, you're in now.
I can't. Yeah,
when you pick a side, you really got to pick the sides.
And he goes, it kind of in a way that like, dude, I see you like being successful, or I see you got a lot. Like, don't like. I know it's alluring to come over here, but you shouldn't.
And that's the same for both sides.
Yeah, yeah. And he was in it, by the way. Yeah. But what do you think about artists taking political stances?
I mean, to each their own, but for me, I'm not well versed enough to pick to be educated enough to be able to stand so solid on either side. You know, like as soon as I pick one side, there's things about the other side I'll agree with. As soon as I pick the other, and then it's like, I'm not even wishy-washy. I want to do what I do. I feel like there's other jobs for making political stances. And singing country songs has nothing to do with picking sides, dude. I don't care what you are. If you're at my show, I don't give a what you are. You bought a ticket.
Yeah, you're here.
I love you.
Who was like, wait, I want to hear what ERNEST has to say. If you're in that, you're screwed anyway. You're already done.
Yeah. I want as many fans as possible from every world.
He has no stances except for Lipscomb high school football.
That's Lipscomb high school football.
That's where he takes
the Coach Mack era was legendary, but so was Dilfer. And sorry, Kevin, caught the short end. Caught the short end of a long man's stick. Is that has that ever been said?
It's a locker room. I think it's how can people find you? What do you got to promote? Anything?
I've got. Well, the Steve Aoki song just came out.
Yeah,
two of us. I think we're just calling it Us. Let's see. New music coming around the corner. I'm top of the year. I'm definitely going to be putting out a new project. I don't have a date for you yet. Exciting stuff. I'm going to the studio from here to sing with a special guest that's going to be on the album.
Can't say.
You can find me at ERNEST. Pretty much anywhere you can find anything.
At ERNEST.
At ERNEST.
What happened to how come American Rust got put out of the set list? That was one of the classics. Didn't make it.
That's the tough part about a set list, and especially when I'm
one of my favorite ERNEST songs. We went to the show. Wasn't it?
Whenever I'm doing 35-minute sets, I really got to like pick guaranteed hitters. For a longer set, maybe at the Ryman, I'll put American Rust in. Like when I'm playing a 90-minute set, there's like a couple different slots I can put some new stuff. There's a lot of, I mean, dude, I'll never get to play all the songs I want to play, and I'll definitely never get to play all the songs people want to hear.
Yeah.
And I'm just me. Like, imagine, you know, the like Al Dean. Think about how many songs
Oh yeah.
these legacy acts are having to leave out of a set. That's why Eric Church didn't have an opener. He'll just play everything. He'll play for 3 hours.
Crazy.
We were in Ottawa, not Ottawa, wherever we were in Canada, Winnipeg. And the Metallica was coming there for 3 nights, and I said it was, but wherever the NHL team is, and it's 3 nights Metallica, no repeats of songs.
Whoa!
I never seen that
so you
before.
could buy all
that's
3
a
nights and see
flex.
3
and
different
go
shows?
all 3 different shows.
That's
Wow.
a flex.
Dude, what? Because you're coming to Winnipeg, you're like, I want to see all. Just come to all 3.
I'm going to all 3. I'm here for 4 nights.
What if I did that? I was like, dude, 3 unique shows.
You'll never hear the same joke twice.
That's
But
crazy.
that's the joke.
Yeah.
Every night's just the same set over and over again. Gotcha.
You're already here.
Anyway, did you hear about my mom? Well, you already heard this joke. Boo. That's hilarious. Well, Ernest, good to see you, brother.
Hey, thanks for
Thanks
having
for coming
me.
by, dude.
It's
We
been
love you,
awesome.
You got
And if this is the last time I've ever allowed on a podcast, and it was great going out with a bang and my
We've been
friend
on
John
top.
Crist.
Dude, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
On the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.